Now you might say, well, we know how birds fly. They flap their wings and off they go, and you know, it's all known. Well, as it turns out, we don't know the technical ways in which the structure of a bird determines how it actually flies. And there's been some really interesting research just done in the last year looking at the shape of the sternum. Now, if you've ever eaten a roast chicken, the sternum is that big pointy bone that has the fleshy parts on either side. It has a bit of a dip in it. And in a chicken, it's a sort of raised section like that and a flattened part on the bottom. And of course, this is the part that's at the front of the bird. And this is a part where the muscles that are attached to the wing are attached to the body. Now, the shape of the sternum, as it turns out, has a huge impact on the way a bird can fly. If the sternum is shallow, i.e. that big ridge piece that you have in a chicken is not very high, it makes the bird less likely to be a heavy flapping bird. If the sternum is long, it determines whether or not birds can run well or not. So the length of the sternum and the shape of the sternum is a powerful indicator of how a bird actually flies. Now, this is interesting from a range of points of view. If we understand more about these sorts of things, this can often have a practical use for us when we're designing various sorts of machines. It also means when we find fossils of fossil birds or fossil dinosaurs, we can interpret the behavioural patterns of those animals by looking at the shape of the sternum. So there you go, there's something we've learnt about how birds fly by looking at the bone in the chest bone of a sample of about 100 different species of birds.